to SRL. Season 8 is over. Sigh of relief as to SRL. Season 8 is over. to SRL. Season 8 is over. Sigh of relief as 2SRL Season 8 is over. to SRL. Season 8 is over.
Hello and welcome to Tier 2 at 2SRL here today in Hungary. I'm joined by Sanix and we've just come off of a brilliant F1 race in Imola, so we're quite hyped for this one.
Yeah, of course. The one and only Lewis Hamilton almost winning it.
Yeah.
But unlucky race, but you know, phenomenal drive.
If you're not a Hamilton fan, then you might as well turn off the stream right now. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it was a great race, to be honest. Dominating performance from Maximilian, followed by Hamilton's great comeback and Norris in P3, which is very nice to see. And yeah, now we're here in Hungary for Tier 2. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. We had to reset the lobby.
They reset the lobby, plus the race was also delayed for 30 extra minutes due to the real life race kind of colliding with it a tiny bit.
Yeah, so
Hungary, it's a track. It's got a few turns, a few straights.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe it, I think, as well.
One DRS zone, two DRS zones. The second one being really short. The detection for it, I think it's the same as the first one, right? So
yeah,
if you have it in the first DRS zone, you make a move, then you're gonna have DRS for the second one as well. A track which I don't think the soft tires are too good on. It's quite overcast. Before the lobby was restarted, it was going to rain in the race, but we decided to make it random again due to the fact that there was not a single quali lap actually done. So
yeah,
it's just random weather, so we don't actually know what's going to happen in the race. But considering there's so many people in soft tires right now, I think it might be a rain in the race.
Yeah. Because Hungary is one of those tracks where tire wear is huge, and the strategy is sort of mediums to hards, or double medium and then soft. Because starting on softs is a big disadvantage because they go off after like 5 or 6 laps.
Yeah. We also have Neth, who I think last week already was a full time, or is this from this week?
No, he's I think he's reserve.
No?
Is he?
Sure.
I don't know.
No.
Maybe not. Okay.
I could swear my life savings that he's full-time. He's full-time for now, but he said it's just for now, for a bit.
Yeah. No, we'll have to see. And we have definitely a few reserves and filler drivers in today. Wait, let's have a look at Triton here in the Mercedes, who invalidates his first lap and already goes into the pits. And we have De Hammer back again. P7 on those mediums. Not the strongest lap from him, considering Neth did a 14.4 and he did a 15.5. But I'm sure he has time to improve that lap time.
Yeah. Also doing the lap time on mediums so early on. Again, not the optimal thing considering medium tires. I mean, the faster it goes in qualifying, the longer it goes in qualifying, the faster your tires are going to be. Yeah. Which could make you think that there might be rain in qualifying as well, considering how dark it is. So maybe getting a lap time in quite early on in the session would be good, just to get a lap time in on softs, because once it's going to be wet, I don't think we'll be seeing many people out on track, if it actually does get wet.
Yeah. You're right, and oh wow, thanks Codemasters. I'm using shift on the right hand key to swap drivers, and it doesn't work, but if I use it on the left hand side, it works. I didn't know that. But okay. More Codemaster funnies today. I feel like it's getting worse and worse, to be honest, but hey, what can we do about it?
And next year you're gonna blame EA, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Always have someone to blame. Like a red flag that definitely should have been there in the race, but it's still a conspiracy. Bottas and Russell crashed just so Hamilton could get P2.
Yeah. And take the fastest lap as well.
And take the fastest lap, indeed, yes. That was Hamilton using... That was Norris allowing Hamilton to have DRS and allowing him to overtake, therefore getting a better run into the first sector. That's why he got the fastest lap. It's only because of that. We're only speaking straight facts here on the 2SRL stream.
No cap.
No cap.
Anyways, yeah, I mean, it's qualifying. Everyone kind of did their first runs. Some people invalidated, some didn't invalidate. Johnny's, I think he was on an invalidated lap, now he's on an in lap. And quite a lot of people outside of the top 10 also invalidated, one of them being Trident, who is now selected the medium tires in the pits, so he will be going out for a medium run already. We also have Bands, who I don't think even left the pits. Hyper, who's still in the pits, Furious. I don't see Chen J today, or Chen. Wait, was last week Austria?
No, I don't. Wait, was it? We haven't streamed in a while, that's why we're a bit confused. I can't remember actually. I think last week was Silverstone.
Oh yeah, I didn't do last week. Yeah I did
Silverstone.
the week before. But yeah, I think Chen J also raced in Silverstone and I think won it. But he's not here today. But yeah, he had amazing pace last time around. But yeah, here on qualifying, John's going in. Hawkeye 200ths off of Vicky. So Vicky's lap time also really good up here in the front. Closest car behind to them is Joel, who's basically half a second behind. Yellow flag. That's Ko, I think, who is revving it out in third gear.
Yeah, I think he's burning some fuel probably. Maybe puts a bit too much on. That's the only thing I can think of. There's another yellow flag further up ahead, but I think that's Goran. Or is it? No, it's not Goran. It's Ethereum.
Ethereum, yeah, Ethereum.
It's Ethereum
it's so hard
slow.
It's Eth and it's like Neth, you know. It's
yeah. But
Yeah,
I'm on board with Vicky right now. He's 2/10 up on his fastest lap, currently coming into the final sector now. Good on the brakes, gets the car rotated. Late on the brakes again into this penultimate corner. Gets the car slowed down with a tiny little bit of a lockup, good exit, and is he gonna get a good line through this final corner? It doesn't hit the apex, but it's close enough. Gets a great exit, and he does improve. 13.4 basically. So yeah, it's a good lap from Mickey. I want to see if anyone else can potentially challenge that. Let's have a look at the Joel, see if he's... Oh, yeah, he's...
this is around 30 seconds faster than my PB in ACC. So.
Damn. Yeah, I'd say around the same for me as well.
But I'm telling you, that lap time still had some time in it. I mean, my lap time in ACC. So.
Yeah, well, Hungary is one of my worst tracks in any racing game, so...
Right, Hungary is one of my best tracks in ACC, so...
Yeah, we saw that from Season 1, where you all of a sudden you went from a slow driver to a fast one.
Yeah, and then never again. Actually, no, and then Barcelona qualifying.
And then, exactly, and somehow managed to put it on pole. That was a season that Alex was dominant in the Bentley, so yeah. I think you can be happy with that one.
I think I was.
Actually, was he?
One of the only. I think I was the only. No, that wasn't the Bentley. That was.
He was in the Mercedes at the time. Yeah. So that was season 3.
I think I was the only one that season to out-qualify Alex in the races he did.
I think you're right about that one.
Yeah. Well, and I'm proud of that achievement. You know.
Yeah, and you also sort of murdered him in the race as well.
Hey, look, we don't talk about that one.
But long story short, if you're watching, what we're saying here is ACC is better than F1. Yes, thank you. Good night.
I mean, it objectively is, though, no?
Yeah, it is. It's factually better.
Yeah, I mean, tracks are actually realistic.
Physics are realistic.
Also, talking about ACC tomorrow, Bathurst. Oof.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a great one because some people have practiced a lot. Some people have barely put any practice in.
I mean, I did a couple of laps.
Yeah.
And I managed to do a 1:2:19, so That's a pretty good lap at qualifying, no?
Yeah, that's
Also still having some time in it.
that's not bad at all. I think I could probably get into the 2 minutes, but I'm struggling with the Ferrari around this track, so we'll have to see.
I actually, for me, the Ferrari was pretty good, but it's the downhill part where I struggle with the Ferrari.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
What's that part where it starts going downhill? It's like
I know what you mean. I don't know. Oh, as Hawkeye actually puts it into provisional pole now with a 1:13.3 flat. So that's a very good lap time from him. And the Hammer is as well, getting kind of close to the top 3 now.
yeah, interesting. But yeah, as I was saying, the downhill part, it's where I kind of start losing my rear and kind of hard to stabilize it, and then from there, then there on out, it's kind of fine. It's a right, left, right turn. That part is kind of hard for me in the Ferrari. Everything else is fine on the track. I feel like I actually find it quite comfortable because you run TC5, so
Yeah, exactly. It's not bad at all. I just need to find some pace there and not bin it, because I've hit an invisible bump. Like, you know the mini straight until you go into the downhill section, the corner before that's blind. If you take that too tight, you hit an invisible bump and your car.
Oh yeah, I
flying.
know what you mean. But Rene is not liking the Ferrari too much, so.
No, he is struggling with it. So we'll have to see if I think actually he might be sitting out this race. I believe I saw something along those lines.
Well, that was because I said I was going to sit it out because I wasn't sure if I'm going to make it tomorrow, but I don't know now that I am. Also, Furious is on his lap here. I mean, I just switched over to him, and it looked pretty nice through Sector 2 there.
Let's see, where's Furious? I need to find him. There.
Oh, wait, it's not even on a lap. Wait, my bad.
No?
I guess everything I see just looks good, considering I could never do that, so.
Yeah, it is Hungary after all. I don't think I've driven a single lap around Hungary on F1 game.
Okay, Furious is going to start his lap here. Is he? He's not going ERS mode 2.
Maybe he's trying to preserve it a little bit, because it does run out at the end of the lap.
Yeah, but he already that wasn't the out lap. That was like a full-on lap.
Curious.
Maybe he's doing a race sim.
I have no idea.
Or maybe he forgot to turn it on.
it could be something as simple as that. Yeah.
Let's see, Vic. Oh, Vic is invalidated on his lap. So he's not gonna challenge for pole here. He's gonna have to go into the pits and change his tires if he's got another set left.
Yeah.
What about Hammer? Hammer is starting his lap now. So let's see if Hammer can respond to Hawkeye's lap time here.
Yeah, I'm gonna run on board with Rene Bon, that band 45. See what he can do for a hot lap here. With him and Tipsy both being teammates in, I believe, in Tier 1 F1, and now, well, they're not the fastest in Tier 1, so here they are in Tier 2.
Also not the fastest.
Also not the fastest, but here we go. Rene's starting his hot lap, and yeah, he's managed to make a nice gap. But there might be a little bit of traffic into turn 1, as actually Legend goes off the road, so it doesn't impede him that much. Gets power down, DRS open, nice stuff from him. Let's see, that's gonna make any mistakes. Oh,
Hammer is 3.5 tenths already up through Sector 2.
Well, then we gotta go on board with Hammer, see what he can do. This might just be the provisional pole time here. We know Hammer is very fast, so if he can keep
finishing up the lap.
Yeah, let's see what he can do. He's got plenty of ERS as well. Gets on the never mind. Gets on the power.
And it's gonna be a 13.1. Yeah, wow, really good lap from Hammer here.
It's a great improvement of Hammer. So
what about that Vance? How is he going?
Yeah, let's go back to that Vance.
700s improvement through Sector 1.
Yeah, that's strong improvements. He might have a little bit of dirty air from
2 tenths through Sector 2 now.
Yeah. Oh, Tipsy there, stationary on the inside, letting both the McLaren and the AlphaTauri of Rene Bon past.
Misses the apex a tiny bit. Don't know if you want to hit it that much there, but
yeah. There's a quite tight entry to this corner as well. He maybe could have extended a bit, but nevertheless, he manages to get the power down and improve up to P6. Very nice.
It's not bad for an old geezer, you know?
No.
But anyways, Tipsy starting his lap.
Yeah, let's go with him.
So if Vance is an old geezer, then Tipsy's a fossil, you know?
Yeah, he is the resident boomer. Sorry, Ocean Chief, but Tipsy takes your place for now.
Dipsy's in the race.
Chief's not.
I think if Chief was here as well, then it would be a close battle.
It would be, but definitely Tipsy makes a bit of a mistake into turn 2 with a bit of a lockup, goes a bit wide. Still is up on his delta though, so doesn't seem to have hampered his time too much. Ooh, this gets quite scoring an exit. That's gonna hurt his time. But obviously I think these guys are running without assists. Even though tier 2 is assists allowed, but I think all the tier 1 step-ins are running without them. But yeah, see, I think he's going to be a bit down on his delta here in sector 2 probably. As he is.
But it was still a good catch though, to save it there.
Yeah. Tipsy pushing hard here. Oh, it gets on the curb and onto the grass, and that's his lap over. So, yeah, Tipsy definitely on the edge here.
That's unfortunate for Tipsy, but he might start outside of the top 10, which actually in this scenario wouldn't even be that bad.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he particularly wants to start on the softs. Goran, who's P14, will be starting from the pits anyway. He is not on a lap, he's on an out lap, but I don't think they fixed the bug, so...
No, he's definitely gonna start last, I believe. But it's good to get some race practice in.
We take games is getting his lap time in here, didn't see his sector times, but coming through the last 2 turns should be something.
Wait, who?
We take games.
Oh yeah, we take games. Yes.
Yeah, it's a 14-4, putting him to P13.
Yeah, I think he's a first-time reserve here. I think he joined the server 2 days ago, so welcome him.
Furious though.
Hawkeye.
He is the one to look out for.
Hawkeye as well. He's a few tenths up on his PB currently. He might be able to challenge the Hammer here for that podium.
Oh, Furious, a bit slidey there.
Yeah, that P1 provisional. Oh, what's it called? Pole position. There it is. Fumbling over my words. It's been a long day. Okay.
Furious invalidates the lap.
Yeah, Hawkeye is a tenth and a half up in his lap. This is going to be super close come the end of it. Is he able to improve yet again in this last few corners, or at least maintain the gap he has? He might get blocked a little bit by Furious here with a bit of dirty air. Takes a tight line, short shifts, gets the power down. Diraz open. Is he going to beat the Hammer? And he doesn't.
Oh, 9,000!
Just loses out on that provisional, well, on that pole position there. Oh, that was really close at the end.
Yeah. But Hammer is starting his lap as well here, so for now he's safe from Hawkeye, but can he extend the gap even more? That's the real question here.
Yeah.
Going into turn 2, braking after the 50-meter board. Does turn 2 quite nicely, I have to say. No real issue. Hawkeye moves out of the way there. A pretty clear track now in front of him. But there is 3 cars in sector 2, and one of them being Ko, who spun around and is actually on the grass. So let's hope that Hammer will avoid any traffic. Also, there was no rain in qualifying, just some overcasted conditions. That's Ko on the side of the track.
Yeah, but the fact that no one's doing medium tires is making me think that there might be rain in the race. He's already a 10th up, the Hammer he is. So he's probably going to try and extend that gap, maybe get into the 1 minute 12s here. That would be pretty quick time, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely would. Tier 1 pace.
Yeah. But that's really, a lot of the tier 2 drivers are tier 1 pace. They just need to turn off the assists. And he does improve.
12-9.
12-9, there you go. So even if Hawk... Oh! Okay. That's just F1 game. That's just F1 game being funny. Oh my god. Alright, let's see. Is anyone else still on a lap? Or I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
So that's Hammer on pole. 10th and a half clear. So that's, yeah. It's a really good lap from Hammer.
Yeah. We love to see it.
Hawkeye with a really good P2, but yeah, I'm interested to see what's going to happen in the race with all of them starting on softs. Are they going to go soft hard, or are they going to go for a 2-stop? Overtaking on Hungary is not the best, unless it's going to be raining. You know? Yeah,
that's true. We don't know what can happen here.
If it's rain like early on in the race, then it's going to be easy. I mean, not easy, but you know, the right call.
Yeah, so we have the Hammer followed by Hawkeye, Vicky, Neth. Oh, Okay, just forward the session. How good of the F1 game.
Thank you, F1 game, very cool.
We're sorry if this is not the best commentary you have, because we're both quite tired, and yeah, well, here we are. We're still grinding.
I woke up with like 4 hours of sleep just to watch the race.
Yeah, and the race should have been done around like soon, actually, if we'd started at the normal time. But yeah, here we are.
Oh, the race would have actually been
Finished by now.
It's gonna be a dry race. Okay.
Okay.
I think lobby restart because before it was wet race.
Yeah. Oh,
Anyways,
man.
we're gonna go for the formation lap here, nice and easy.
Yeah, this is gonna be. I can feel it already. This is not gonna be my best commentary performance.
Same.
Alright, that's outside the top 10. We have Tipsy on mediums, and then we followed by Larson and Co on hard tires. Ethereum on mediums as well, and then we take games on hard, and the rest are on mediums. And obviously the top 10 all on soft. Well, I'm just gonna Ethereum slow. That's just what I'm gonna call them.
Well, if you go by that, just call them 24/7B Ethereum SL 0W.
True.
Let's go full on out.
27/B 7B.
27.
27.
How many names can we butcher?
Oh, we got Bipsy Top.
Bipsy Top.
That's a
Bad Stance.
Bad Dance, yeah. Let's see.
Ethereum.
And we got Neber, so Heber Nammer.
What?
Neberhammer. Oh, I said it. Whatever.
Grenade Goran.
Damn, you really did something there.
Yeah, I swapped the G's.
Grenade Goran G. Okay.
Couldn't tell that one, could you?
And then instead of I am furious, I am tranquil. That could work as well.
I mean, starting last, I don't know if he's gonna be quite tranquil, but
yeah, we'll have to see. He's generally like not last, so.
Yeah, usually he's not. I mean, he's got decent pace, especially on tracks like Spain.
Only quality content here too as well. Or on the EGL channel, should I say? But yeah, Grenade Goran doesn't look like the glitch happened with him, so he's starting P16. Oh my god, I'm falling asleep. What is going? What?
My UI is gone.
What?
Anyways, we've got lights out.
Yeah, lights out. We are gonna go.
The cars are
green
still on the grid.
Eventually. And we're off. And good start. I can't. What is this camera angle? I can't see anything. All right.
Anyways, Hammer got a decent start leading into turn 1. Hawkeye behind him might be making a move on the inside. Doesn't go for it. On the back we got Vicky and Neth who are going side by side almost. Neth stays behind. Now going for a move. No crash in the back. Someone goes on the grass. I think it was an Alfa, an Alfa Romeo of Hyper. Some position changes, yellow flag, and that's We Take Games who has spun around.
Yeah, we're going 3 wide into turn 4 here, and I think everyone managed to make it through safely for now. So someone goes off. Yeah, that's Hawkeye, that's off.
As Johnny spins as well in front of Tipsy. I think Tipsy might have picked up some damage.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on here. There's even more fights in the back.
Oh, Zola off the track, rejoins, and there's a massive crash there in the back.
Oh, there's 3-4 cars off the track to the Triton and Zola. And
there's Cole spinning as well.
Cool. My god. Well, there's a lot of carnage here at the start here of Tier 2. We love to see that.
There's a lot. What happened there was, I think Zola spun. Tipsy came in. Of course, broke. I don't think Zola pressed the brakes. Came back on track. Of course, Tipsy broke. He thought Zola was going to go past him, but Zola came in front. And then Tipsy got hit from the back, getting pushed into Zola, causing Tipsy to pick up damage, and possibly the cars behind to pick up damage as well. Yeah. As we've got 2 retirements of the race already, one of them being Hawkeye, who has been fighting for that pole. So Hammer is now unleashed up in front. Closest car in front of him is Vicky.
Yeah, and we have even more retirements coming in now. So Johnny retires as well, and a few people boxing to repair the wing damage, I assume, and the tires because they spun around at the start there. Quite chaotic start, to be honest.
And it's not even raining.
It's not even raining, yeah. Yeah, so I had a joke somewhere, but I completely forgot about it. Anyways,
The Joker.
Oh, please. Anyway, that band's up to P5, so good stuff from him. He's avoided some of the carnage there, with Hawkeye going off track and all that. Goran currently leading a little bit of a train here with it seems actually it's a Ferrari engine train, all three Ferrari engine teams. DRS not enabled yet, of course, because it's only on lap 3. So we get that into the second protection zone. But still Furious, quite close behind Goran and Hyper as well in that train. And it's looking now, Joel actually might make a move around the outside of that Vance. Is he gonna make a stick? And
he's sticking it, that turns to the inside for him, and Vance has to back off with that one. Oh,
no!
Vance! Oh, as Vance goes around.
Oh
no.
Rene, no. That is a sad sight to behold indeed. And Triton retires from the session.
In the pits.
That Vance 45 has wing damage. Tipsy.
He's still struggling.
Yeah, he is really struggling to get that car under control. Let's have a look at some other stuff. Yeah. So that is his race over, essentially. Not going well for the AlphaTauri drivers here. As I think that Vance is someone. There's a
Hyper picks up a penalty.
Yeah, I think Ethereum Slow is having some issues as well. So there's yellow flag there, and that's like.
Oh yeah, he is. I think he does have damage. He has. He's missing the front left end plate on his wing.
Yeah.
So he's struggling, and he might be going into the pits here. So almost half the grid picking up damage. So yeah, that's interesting. As Furious goes past Goran,
Yeah,
Goran's
actually,
gonna be
Goran might try the undercut here, and
yeah, but he doesn't have DRS because
of
Furious had it.
Yeah, so he's just sort of a sitting duck
Oh, Hawkeye's DRS bugged.
there. Hawkeye is DNF'd.
Yeah, his DRS bugged. That's why he retired.
Oh, that's.
I think that's what happens when you open it during the formation lap. No, it just bugs out. I remember that being that happening to Sonny in the opening race of Tier 3 last season.
That's definitely a shame. That does not help your race out at all. It makes it very difficult to control the car when you want to have DRS and when not to. So F's in chat, Hawkeye. But we've lost 4 drivers already. 2 of them being the Tier 1 step-in reserves, so they're not taking any points from the Tier 2 drivers.
I mean, knowing Bance, Bance was going to retire most likely anyway because he doesn't like taking points away when he's a reserve, so...
Yeah. But here we go, he did it early, he chose the easy way out, and can Goran maybe make a move back onto Furious now? DRS
he did the race simulation he's going to have in Tier 1, basically.
Bance is ready for more spins. And I forget Hungary is a track you can't really overtake on, so here we are, DRS train. You love to see it, and actually I think Legend kind of close here behind Vicky.
Yeah, it's relatively close, yeah. Could potentially be going for a move in the next few laps, but then again, the soft tires, I don't think the soft tires will be going for a few more laps.
No, they'll have to come in and pit on I think lap 6 or something like that. They definitely seem to be struggling already a little bit sideways, and I just realized there's only 14 drivers left.
Yeah, 4 retirements in the first few laps.
Yeah.
Furious picking up a 3-second time penalty, and Tipsy had the time penalty as well, which I completely missed. Oh, there's a yellow flag in Sector 3, and that's Ethereum, who spun on the straight.
Yeah, I think he spun on the curb on the exit there. That's my assumption at least. And let's see if Legend is able to pull something off here on Vicky into turn 1. I don't think he's quite close enough. Definitely not, I don't think.
No. Oh, there's another yellow flag, and that's I think Tipsy who's around in turn 1, 2. 5. Had to count it.
we
Turn
do be
5
out
is
here
that turn.
counting.
Yeah, turn 5 is the turn I'm scared of the most in Hungary. It's the
Is it the one with the depth curb?
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
When you touch the curb, you're gone.
Yeah.
Even in GT3 cars, it's
Yeah, it's quite sketchy there, but at least you can save it in the GT3 cars. The F1 car, there's no chance if you hit the curb.
yeah. Hammer is just driving away with it right now. So unless there's a safety car or anything, or something happens in the pit stop, it's looking pretty good for Hammer here.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna see what happens with the train with Goran now. As the Ferrari train just continues a little bit, and well, everyone inside the top 9 has a huge gap.
By the way, remember that season 1? Oh, Stips retires as well, so that's all the tier 1 drivers gone.
Yes, it is.
But as I was saying, remember that season 1 race in ACC where you said I had amazing pace in Hungary, right?
Hmm.
What's funny there, because I think some people might have had some Coach Dave setups and whatnot, you know? I had a random setup from YouTube for Hungary that just felt better than anything else I've tried for the old Ferrari. Like, I could ride curbs like I was the Aston Martin, and it just worked perfectly.
Well, that's brilliant.
And then I realized when I got my load cell pedals, I went 1 second faster than what my PB was then.
Yeah, I've yet to get load cell pedals. That's something I need to try and invest in. As we missed Hammer going into the pits there, so he's the first of the pit stoppers, but he's gonna come out right behind Joel. So wait.
Huh?
What? Eh?
Did he make a mistake?
Did he have a front wing change or something? Or
It could have actually happened. What? I completely missed that.
what? Okay. Well, I guess Joel is net P1 then. Okay. Alright. Well, we still need them to have Vicky and Legend. They still need to pit.
I mean, Formula Chris in chat said before, seems like another interesting race for Nebber. So what I was saying after was going to be, oh yeah, of course. I mean, if something happens, I mean, he's just going to be in front, right? But something happened.
Yeah.
No clue what, but it happened.
Yeah, so both Vicky and Legend go into the pits now. We'll have to see where they come out compared to the Hammer, because something's definitely happened in the pit stop. He's gotten stuck behind, I think. Yes, so he must have had a front wing change. He's lost like 10 seconds or something. As they both leave the pits yet again. So that's Vicky out in front. Yeah, and Vicky leading the pit stop.
Yeah, Legend's gonna be there as well. Yeah, both of them getting out in front of Hammer. So it must have been a front wing change then.
Yeah, and it can't be that Larson was in the pits earlier because he's just not pitted. Very bizarre.
So he was pulling away with damage. Interesting.
Or maybe he got damaged while entering the pits.
Oh yeah, that could be it. Because the wall, right? It's quite high going into the pits. So if you overshoot it a bit, you're going to hit the wall.
Yeah, it might have been that. Yeah, we'll have to see, or we'll probably see in the chat what happens, or someone who's any info on what happened with him. I know Hammer does streams, so if someone could maybe look back at his stream or something.
Well, there's only 12 drivers left now.
Oh yeah,
There's only been 8 laps of the race.
we've had 6 retirements already.
I mean, that was a really, really chaotic start, and a lot of
Yeah, it
people
was.
got picked up damage on it.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Nev picking up 3-second time penalty.
Yeah.
As Furious and Goran and Hyper are the 3 people I think that are still in the best position of the race. Then again, overtaking is quite hard, but they can go on for a couple more laps, so those medium tires, probably around 7 or so.
Yeah, well, speaking of overtaking, sorry, Hammer right now looking to make a move on Joel, doesn't quite close quick enough, and yeah, just has to back out of it for now, but gets DRS into turn 2. Is he going to be able to do it up the inside? Joel goes to the outside, Hammer down the inside.
Oh, Hammer, tiny bit lock up, Joel keeping it, but closes the line, so Joel's going to hold the position.
Yeah, for sure, and Hammer was a bit conservative on the brakes there, I think. He could have maybe gone a bit deeper, but he's definitely applying pressure now to try and catch up to the guys ahead of him.
Yeah, but this is causing them to actually lose time to the cars in front, all this fighting.
Yeah, it's also going to cause unnecessary tire wear as well. But
Especially with lockups like that.
Yeah, he's definitely going to want to clear Joel as quickly as possible. And let's have a look at Goran now, because something might happen here. Let's see, anyone gonna make a move? Probably not. I think he's too far back yet again. And this DRS train just continues.
I mean, they don't really need to fight it here. They just need to chill out and vibe, as they already lapped Ko. And I think Hammer is... Wait. Is this... Oh no, that's...
Oh, Hammer actually might be lining up a move on Joel yet again. He's a bit closer this time, side by side, into the braking zone. Hammer's a little bit ahead, brakes a little later, but Joel has the inside, but Hammer, around the outside, makes it stick. Oh, what is this camera angle? Yeah, gets ahead with the DRS, so he's up to P7 now, net P3, and now he's going to set down the pace and try and catch up to the guys in P1, P2.
Yeah, so that was the thing Hammer needed. He needed to get past Joel as fast as possible, and he's got 3 seconds to Legend now, but you know, all this fighting is not going to be good for the tires, like you said before, and I mean, there's only so long you can take the tires and actually fight with them, and at some point you're just going to need to chill out and vibe, because otherwise the tires are going to go pop, you know?
Yeah.
So he's only got a limited time window to where he can actually push.
Yeah, and he's definitely, the 3 laps he spent behind Joel definitely not going to help him. But let's see, we know he's good on tire wear, Hammer, so we'll have to see at the end of the race. Vicky and Legend also, they're not really fighting, so they're also probably nursing the tires at the moment, trying to manage the gap. As a Hammer sets the fastest lap there.
Fastest lap.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what the top 3 are going to do here. Because I think they are in the preferred strategy. Furious, who started dead last, is leading the race right now, so...
Yeah, he's at a big start.
Yeah, he didn't have to pit, but... Hyper, Furious, and Goran, I mean, all of them just having a really good race so far. I think... if I see Goran, Hyper gaining 14 positions and Furious gaining 17, I want to see what happens after the pit stop phase, but I don't think it can be that bad for them. And of course, they're going to be on the faster tires towards the end, so...
Yeah. I definitely think that it's possible that all of them will be in the top 10 at the end of the race. Well,
yeah, I think the chances are really really high, considering there's only 12 drivers left. And the gap... Oh, Hyper is a bit slidey there through the penultimate turn.
I missed that one, but yes, I think, does he lose his DRS to it? Yeah, he does. So he doesn't have DRS anymore. That's going to hurt him quite a lot. Yeah.
Oh, there's a yellow flag. Is this Scope who retires in the pits?
So
that's 11. So the chance of them 3 being in the top 10 is extraordinarily high right now.
Yeah, it is indeed. So yeah, if you complete this race, you're going to get points. Sort of how it is. Quite a lot of retirements though. Disappointing, to be honest. But hey. It feels like a Misano 2020.
What happened in Misano 2020?
Like half the grid retired on the safety car restart. Real life F1.
Misano?
Oh, Misano. What's Mugello. Mugello.
Oh,
Mugello. It was Italy and M. Italy. That's how I got confused. Yeah,
I mean,
Mugello.
to be honest, Mugello is objectively much better than Misano, so...
I would agree with that one. But hey, here we are in
then again,
Hungary.
Misano is a pretty fun track. I think could have some fun racing on it.
Yeah, okay, well there you go. As Zolas retires as well.
Oh, and we take games retires as well.
Yeah, we take games, he retires. Does he retire in the barrier? Or did he just...
Like it.
Okay, it's not brought out any safety car or anything, and... Alright, well... I
There's
guess...
only 9 drivers, so now they're definitely going to be in the top 10.
Oh, for sure.
Actually, I'm fair to say they're going to be in the top 9.
Oh, that's quite a daring prediction.
Yeah.
They might still retire, but that the odds have definitely turned in their favor to be in top 10. Let's just put it that way. And I've been told from Tipsy to tell you guys to invest in Dogecoin. I'm not a financial advisor. So oh, that's Goran.
Oh,
Goran's gone
no.
into the wall. Yeah, he's losing. He's missing a front end plate. Then that's Hammer right, Larson right
Oh,
behind
that's
him.
Lars?
And that's gonna definitely put Goran out of contention for a potential win here. But that's huge. I think he spins it on the exit and then just hits the wall.
Did that happen? Yeah.
He's rocking that Haas with the number 20. You love to see it. Magnussen cosplay, great stuff. Undoubtedly the best driver F1 has ever seen.
Right behind Lewis Hamilton.
No, right behind Mazepin, I think.
Oh yeah, and then it's Hamilton.
Then it's Hamilton, yeah. And hello, X Crystals. How many DNFs? Yes.
Let's say more than 1 and less than 20.
I think that's a pretty accurate ballpark.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere around there.
Yeah, give or take. We're not mathematicians here. We're only commentators.
I mean, hopefully there's no more DNFs.
Yeah, hopefully. It's definitely. I think this is the time of the race where we start asking. So, what kind of soup are you planning on having tonight?
Well, actually, it's good you ask, right? I've actually, let me tell you about this. Basically, we call it like beef soup, right? But it's not actually beef soup, because like beef soup, when you think about it, it's kind of like you know, like you think about like some beef in it actually as well, and you know, being meaty and all, right?
Yeah.
But this is kind of, imagine like stock, right? Like just beef stock. It's basically it's some French dish. It's some French soup, which I don't know. It's like consommé, something like that. You know, imagine the Antoine Z, right?
Ah, yes.
Or René Z, right? It's like consommé, you know, like that.
Consommé, yeah.
So it's like it's some stock basically. It's just really good. It's a bit oily sometimes. It's really, really, really flavorful. And yeah, I think then I like to put ramen in there as well, because it just gives some taste. So it's like you put some ramen or some noodles in it, in the actual like stock that has so much flavor in it, and it's just like really, really good. So I can just eat that all day. And like it's a French dish, but it's done here in Slovenia like regularly. Like it's usually like it's the starter dish. Like you eat that, you eat the soup, then you got the main dish, and then you got like the dessert.
But sounds really good.
It's usually either this soup with usually it's always noodles in it. It's either this one or it's hyper tires as well. And I think he actually
brings out the safety car. Oh,
this could be really good for
Furious.
Because they're going into the pits.
Oh
my.
Yeah, he's going on board with Goran here. He's spinned it in the wall after the chicane. So he's rudely interrupted your soup talk here. And there were 8. And everyone is going into pits, it seems.
Oh, as Vicky gets a penalty for spinning in the pit lane.
No, that's gonna...
And Larson pitting is going to cost Hammer Time a lot of time, but there's not many places for Hammer Time to lose here.
Yeah, that's for sure. Everyone going into the pits on medium tires, and Furious has to go to hard tires, because obviously he was on medium tires, but I think Goran, is he gonna go into the pits now? He stays out as well, so he might try and recover a bit from his spin earlier here. But yeah, Pretorius, you couldn't put it better. What on earth is this? This is correct. I don't know. I don't get it. Today seems very cursed. But hey, we have a safety car now, and a bit of a swapping around on the grid, but Furious leading, Larson, Vicky, Legend, Hammer, Joel, Goran, and then Neth.
Keep in mind, Furious also started last, so
yep.
He's doing a really amazing job, and I think the safety car couldn't have come out at a better moment for him.
Yeah, I think a few more laps and he would have pitted himself. So yeah, definitely optimal for Furious here, but he has to stay ahead now with these hard tires. Come the end of the race,
everyone going on mediums here, so it's gonna be interesting, because those medium tires, they're gonna have to stretch them to the end. The safety car definitely will help them, but the hards are going to be faster towards the end of the race, I think. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
But we have to see how much he struggles. here. Yeah, we'll have to see how much the hard tire struggles at the beginning of the safety car restart. But Larson, I think here without any penalties, Hammer without penalties, Gorman without penalties, some big winners here.
I just had to DM Neth on Steam saying 10 retirements KW as Gordon is going into the pits here. Please don't tell me he's going to retire.
I think he was waiting.
Yeah,
no.
he will go on mediums here, I think.
Yeah, he's probably going to go on mediums as he comes into the pits slowly. Realizes his mistake and is going to go swap the medium tires
Well, the thing was, he went on hards before the safety car came out because he had wing damage.
Ah, yes, yeah. That was because of his spin. So now I think Goran here actually being sneaky because he's going to be able to heat up his tires properly as he tries to catch up to the safety car queue.
Yeah, then again the queue isn't that far away, it's only 2 turns in front, so...
Yeah, he'll catch up quickly. But yeah, so a little bit of something happened in this race. But I think we can go back to your soup talk. So, very delicious soup.
Yeah, so like when you have like a starter course, it's either that soup or you have like some mushroom soup or something, which is really good, but I dislike mushrooms. Like, I really dislike eating mushrooms, but I just love the way, like, the flavor of them. Like, I love the flavor of mushrooms, but I really hate eating them.
So like the texture?
Like, yeah, I hate the texture of mushrooms. Like, it's just, you know, too slimy and stuff. But like, if I eat like something like a mushroom like sauce or something, like with rice, for example, one of my favorite things to do is like you have those bags, you know, like that have like packed soups and stuff, right? Where you just mix it a bit and you've got a soup, right?
Yeah.
You can make a sauce out of that. And just making a sauce like that, like a really thick mushroom sauce with rice and some chicken breast, it's just one of my favorite meals to make because it's so easy to make as well. And you've got that mushroom taste to it without any mushrooms. So it's like a win-win.
Oh, it sounds delicious. And,
yeah, but anyway,
safety car restart.
Yeah, that's also quite delicious. So Furious is going to be leading the restart here. As let's see where he decides to go. It's his line to take. He swerves into Larson.
This is clumsy. Some people might be overtaking before the green flag. 3 wide already here for P2 as Larson gets overtaken by both Vicky and Legend. They're going around the outside. Legend gets Vicky as well, so Legend getting 2 overtakes in one corner here on the restart. Larson's sort of sleeping a little bit, but I think
that was a really messy restart from Furious though. Waited exactly to the line to go, and I think he even made some contact with Larson as well. But this race, as it is now, I think we'll be coming down to penalties towards the end. Yeah,
it definitely seems like it, and the Hammer now right up behind Larson, and as they're going to be teammates, I wonder if Larson is going to consider letting him pass, but I doubt this is going to happen. This is not McLaren round 2 in Imola. But anyways,
then again, that proved to be the right call, though.
Yeah, it did, for sure.
in the moment, I was like, wait, what? Like, it was like, you know, round 2. I don't know, if you're Ricardo, I don't think you'd appreciate hearing that on round 2 of the race.
No, for sure not. As Joel picks up a 3-second timing penalty, I wonder if that is his second, actually. So that might be quite a big hindrance at the end of the race, and this grid looks so tiny. We haven't even had any major crashes. People have just sort of been spinning on their own and retiring.
I think it was Chris is asking what happened. Well, a big rundown is that lap 1 incident that caused a lot of people to get damaged as Larson is letting Hammer go past here. But yeah, lap 1 incident causing some people to pick up damage. Then those people, of course, pit. They're really far behind and they just retire. And yeah, then some people spinning on their own as well. And it's just, I think that one crash at the start, or that one chain of incidents, kind of just made people retire down the line due to how far behind they were, etc. We had some retirements on track that were legitimate, like that of Hyper, who lost it on exit and completely botched his car, which actually brought out the safety car, which ascended. Also, this is getting a bit darker. I always like seeing clouds come in, but it's not gonna rain anyway. So
no, I think it's gonna be dry, but we can always hope. It was quite bizarre today with Imola, as well, with half the track being good for like basically soft tires, and then half the track being you need wet or inters.
Yeah.
Very bizarre
Also,
conditions.
yeah, Chris, you missed out on some good food talk. So.
Yes, of course. There's always nothing but good food talk here. Speaking of, I am so hungry.
I am pretty hungry as well as DRS has enabled this lap, and I mean the thing is, this is now a 25% race with 8 drivers. So this is a sprint as it gets, and all of these 8 drivers are really, really fast. So I think this could, as the fact that it's only 8 drivers, it could potentially be a really, really tight ending. And it's interesting because Furious is the only one of these drivers on hard tires. So towards the end of the race, I'm interested to see how it's going to go.
Yeah, so he's not going to be the fastest guy out there at the moment because of the hard tires. So that already allows a bit of a train to form up behind him, which is why no one's really left anywhere. As you can see, everyone is within DRS range, and it's going to be quite hard to see who's going to overtake where, because we don't really know, because it could be just a DRS train, or it could be someone makes 2 overtakes in one corner sort of thing.
Yeah. But then again, Hungary is a hard track to overtake, so yeah, I'm interested to see how this race is going to go down. And hopefully from this point on, there's going to be no retirements.
Yeah, you said that last time, and Hyper retired a lap later. But we shall see.
Imagine if like 5 more people retire.
I'd rather not. But here we are, Hammer on Vicky. Both of them have DRS, but Hammer is very close by. Pulls out of the slipstream, side by side, deeper on the brakes. Goes a little bit deep. Vicky might be able to cut back, and I think he does. And both of them with DRS open, fighting down into turn 2. Who's going to be the first one to brake? Okay, Hammer ahead already, so he stays on the inside. Can Vicky go around the outside? No, he can. So Hammer up to P3 now.
Yeah. Legend though did not get close enough to Furious to pull a move, even with that DRS. So it's down to Hammer now to actually get past here.
Yeah, and I think Hammer, without any penalties as well, is definitely in the favorable spot at the moment.
But it's so weird seeing there's only 8 cars left and the fact there was like no big crash or anything.
Yeah, there wasn't really any huge incident. It was just sort of
just
one by one.
own.
People just retired. It was really bizarre. But yeah, like for example, we had Hawkeye. He retired because he had the glitch of ERS stuck.
Yeah.
So it might have been the same for some of the other drivers, or something along those lines. But definitely very bizarre.
Well, okay, let's go through it. Hyper retired by crashing into a wall. We take games. I don't know how he retired, but it was on track. Zola had that accident on lap 1. I think picked up damage, and then eventually retired into the pits. Cole was already a lap down by lap 8 or so.
Yeah, I guess just didn't want to drive.
Tipsy also picked up damage with that Zola incident on lap 1. Ethereum slow. I don't exactly remember what happened. Bans we both saw getting in that tier 1 practice.
Yeah, that spin practice.
Spin practice. Triton I think also picked up damage on lap 1. Hawkeye had the ERS bug, and Johnny I do not know.
I think Johnny was part of the lap 1 instance as well, if I remember correctly. I believe Tipsy was also part of that.
Yeah, Tipsy was. Tipsy entangled to Zolan and someone hit him in the back, so I think at least 3 people there picked up damage.
Yeah. And now we have a nice DRS train for P1.
Oh, it's Legend getting really close to Furious here.
Yeah, he's sort of basically pushing him through the corner now. I wonder if Legend is able to make a move here.
I think he should be able. Furious goes really deep into the last turn.
Legend gets a great exit, and with DRS open, overtake button on, he's gaining. He's gonna make a move up the inside, and Furious moves a little bit, and then goes up the inside.
Legend
a little bit sideways, and that's gonna allow the Hammer to get past him, maybe into turn 2.
No, Legend still got the launch off of it.
Okay, well, that was definitely a little bit spicy dicey, but Furious stays ahead for now as Legend gets a bit too eager on the throttle there. And was any other positions down the order? I think Vicky actually has made a move onto Larson. As Legend goes a little bit wide, but it's not going to really cost him anything. Cause
yeah, but okay, so like, if it would still be 18 drivers, you couldn't say that all of the grid are within the DRS of each other.
That is true.
And it's been quite a few laps in safety car. It's been like 3 laps or 4 laps in safety car.
Yeah.
What it did.
I think it's definitely because the hard tire runner Fury is having less pace than the medium tire runners at the moment.
But he's doing a really good job defending the position here.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, as he has a big lockup going into the penultimate corner, and Legend is all over the back of him now, but he needs a really good exit out of the last turn, which I think this time around he gets, but Legend again gets a much better exit on those medium tires, but he's got no ERS left. And Fear is defending the inside here. Is Legend going to go around the outside? He's going to have DRS for the second straight. Legend around the outside gets pushed off wide, but just enough space. Legend on the inside here. Is he going to go for it? Legend goes deep. Oh, a bit of bumping there. And this could allow Hammer to go past as well, but Legend goes into the lead of the race right now.
Alright. So it's a great racing again there, but Fury is actually maybe going to go up the... Okay, no. He backs out of it at the very end there. Luckily, because we've seen heartbreak happen when people try those moves, but now Legend, I believe, is just going to speed off into the distance. He's gone past Furious, and now everyone else needs to try and get past Furious, and this train is getting ever so close to each other.
This will be decided on penalties, most likely. As it is right now, Legend is in 3, Fierce is in 3, Vic is on 5, Joel's on 6, and Neth is on 9. And
oh, sorry, the Hammer making trying an unconventional move around the outside. Furious covers him off, and he's gonna have to wait a little bit longer, but that actually allows Furious to get a little bit ahead now. So potentially Hammer won't be close enough to do anything into turn 1 now.
And this is really good for Legend, because Legend needs to pull the gap onto Furious here. Onto Hammer, because Hammer doesn't have a penalty, and Hammer is not close enough to go for a move, and he does not have any ERS left either. So also in the back we have Vicky and Joel fighting.
Yeah. Joel made a move there on Larson there into turn 1, so he's up to P5 now. So Larson had to concede a spot there. So Larson going from P2 down to P6 in this train. So he's having a quite unlucky race, I'd say, from this perspective. I should have just ordered Mackey's, man. But no, I'll make something.
Don't tell me. You know, when we're gonna watch the movie tonight with Renee, so I might order Mackey's to make it romantic.
Ah yes, that's a true romance right here.
Mackey's with candles.
It doesn't get much better than that.
I mean, it actually is romantic, though.
Yeah, it is. It shows you care.
I mean, it's just like a zoomer way of being romantic, you know? Like
unironically, kind of is.
Like it's like 15 years ago, like the romantic way was like, you know, some wine, some candles, and like some prestige French cuisine, you know.
Yeah, and Hammer actually touching wheels a little bit with Furious there up the inside. Furious not giving a lot of room. Who's gonna get the better exit? I think Hammer does. Yeah, Hammer gets ahead now.
Oh, and Vicky's gonna go past as well. Vicky on the inside gets the better run, and Vicky, as they make more contact, but Vicky goes past.
Yeah, but actually not for enough. Furious up the inside, maybe a little bit of contact. Oh, it gets a little bit sideways. And, catching the car. Both Joel and Larson gets past, and Neth as well. So Furious losing out 4 positions in 3 corners, and he's gonna be probably furious about that one.
He's not gonna be tranquil.
No, he's not gonna be tranquil for sure. But I think the field's gonna spread out a little bit more now.
He's struggling a bit. Yeah, the field's going to spread out. Talking about spreading out, 2.3 seconds from Hammer to Legend.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, as I was saying, like, I don't know. I would love to be invited to a candlelit Mackey's dinner.
It honestly sounds great. You can eat chicken nuggies off each other's plates. You can share your burger bites.
Each other's sauce, you know?
Dip each other's chips, or steal each other's chips and stuff like that.
Oh, no. You don't eat each other's food. That is... no. I would never share my Mackey's with someone.
Okay, well...
even with my ex, I never shared my Mackey's.
Would you share anything with your ex?
Not safe for work. well, anyways, Hammer is bringing in the gap. 1.8 seconds right now, so a couple tenths down to those few corners.
Yeah,
but there's 8 laps of the race left.
Yeah, and he doesn't have any penalties, crucially, and so Larson as well doesn't have any penalties, so we might be able to see a double Ferrari podium here. That would be something good for a change after today's Imola race where both Ferraris missed out. Let's see, I think Vicky somewhat holding on to Hammer as well, but it's really with the DRS down into turn 1, and then he's not exactly closing the gap. Neth currently the closest to anyone on track, with Larson there in P5.
Larson is still in a good position, could potentially get a podium here. Since he doesn't have penalties, Vicky has a 5 second for spitting in the pit lane, and Joel has 9 seconds of penalties, so Larson is on the podium here.
And actually Goran in the background here might be able to make a move on Furious as he goes up the inside of Furious. Furious does get a better exit though, but Goran with the DRS has to stick it around the outside. A little bit late on the brakes, a little bit deep, a little bit of contact, but they survive, and Goran makes his way through, and that's Furious down to P8. He does not seem happy. He is yet again furious. But,
not tranquil.
And not tranquil, exactly. So that's P1 to P8 in 3 laps. That must be a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, most definitely is.
And the Hammer now within a second of Legend. We're just gonna let you have some of the ambience noise of what's going on here at the moment, because if you're like me, this race has been very bizarre, and I'm sort of a loss for words of what to say at the moment.
Yeah, me too. I mean, to be honest, I'm just kind of reading through general chat. See if there's any salt to mine.
Shout out to all Max Verstappen fans. But, oh boy. Anyways, Larson on Joel here. This might be the next battle that's... Oh, actually, I just realized. Hammer right up behind Legend here.
Oh, yeah.
He's gained a lot all of a sudden. Vicky as well. So Legend, I don't know, maybe he's made a mistake somewhere.
And I mean, he doesn't even need to overtake him because he's got him on penalties.
Yeah, but I think he'd want to. It's definitely much more satisfying doing it on track than it is not doing it on track. Say, getting the win on penalties, but here we are. And yeah, so there's a bit of 2 fights now. There's the fight for P4, and there's the fight for P1. So I'll stay on board with P1 for now, but I'll try and look back at Neth and see if he's gonna do anything here. And a good exit there from Legend, so I don't think Hammer is able to make a move this lap around. But it is saying that actually he's closing quite a lot, even without you. No, he's not close enough. So
I think at this point he just wants to finish first on track, not just due to penalties. I mean, everyone likes to cross the finish line first.
Yeah, it's just a much more satisfying feeling. Even though at the end the result is the same, but you know, like, it's much more, yes, I've won the race, not oh, I've been handed the race. It's very different. Or at least in my books it is. Some other drivers might not look at it that way.
Yeah.
Definitely, I think Vicky now has potentially done enough to stay in the podium positions with Joel 4 seconds behind him, and Joel also has a fight of his own to take care of. So although Joel is gaining, is sort of up and down this lap, but my throat is beginning to kill me quite a lot. I don't know if you can hear that.
Oh, wait, what did you say?
My throat is beginning to hurt a lot. I said I don't know if you hear that, but
no, I can't. But it's good. It's good. Suffer.
We suffer in this together. Alright, let's see. Is anyone gonna make any moves to Hammer?
I mean, right now it's just the DRS train, and Joel just dropped off massively 4 seconds.
Oh, Hammer might have a look up the inside, and he does break a little bit deep. Legend trying to get the car rotated, but doesn't get it done. So
Hammer has the lead now, and I think this is the race.
Yeah, and while that's happening, Neth on Larson as well. So Neth has gone past Larson, and he's gonna now try and surmount the charge to Joel now. But yeah, so 2 overtakes in 1 lap, and that's. I'm sorry I missed the one with Neth, but caught the one with Hammer.
I mean, as it is now, still a lot of them have penalties, and that's 12 seconds now. So even if he got the move, he's still going to go down all the way to P8 or last place.
Yeah, that's a good point there. But I think Vicky just now hoping he can build a 5-second gap to Larson, I would say, is the next potential threat for that podium spot. But saying that, Vicky might actually be making a move on Legend in the next few corners. As Legend, is he gonna pick up the detection zone? He's second behind. I don't know if he's gonna get it.
Yeah, I don't think he has it. I think he lost DRS.
Yeah, I think he lost DRS as well, and now Vicky with DRS.
Yeah, Vicky has it. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Vicky does have 5 seconds though, so as long as Legend stays within 2 seconds of Vicky here, he should be fine.
Yeah, so Vicky not gonna be able to make the move on this lap round, but he's definitely much closer now to Legend and Hammer, just going away in the distance. A little bit of fighting between Joel and Eth. It's getting quite spicy now, as I hate this camera angle. As Joel stays ahead for now, but it's getting very close and spicy and dicey over here.
Spicy and dicey.
Oh man, I could really use like a proper banging curry right now or something like that.
Whoa, come on.
And you see now that Hammer has gotten out ahead, he's just dropped everyone.
Yeah, he's pulling away with it.
Yeah. Joel picks up another 3 seconds of time penalty, so that's...
Joel.
Larson basically has P4 secured in the bag, who could potentially even get P3 as well.
Yeah, Vicky has 5 seconds though, but Larson needs to stay close enough, which I don't think he is.
Yeah,
Vicky picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah. Goran, I just realized, has been overtaken by Furious yet again, but doesn't seem like it's going to make too much of a difference. And Vicky behind Legend now, losing quite a lot of time as Joel's gaining on him, and I don't think he's going to be close enough this time around either to make a move. Doesn't use ERS, just uses DRS to stay with him. And yeah, I think Legend struggling out there quite a lot, to be honest. Let's see. Furious right up behind Larson. Maybe this is the point where the hard tires is getting quicker than the medium tires.
Yeah. I mean, this was to be expected.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, I didn't know exactly when the drop-off point was, but with 2 laps to go, it definitely seems like Furious has gotten some newfound pace into him. Could potentially make a few
but
moves.
I think it is too late in the race for that.
Yeah. But he didn't really have any other choice with the tires. He had to go on the hard tires because he was on mediums. Now, I just blanked for a second. Neth, trying to put another attack on Joel here. Joel doing a great job defending, and he's still gaining on Vicky ahead whilst defending. That's also because Vicky is losing quite a lot behind Legend.
Oh.
See a little bit of a lock up there.
Oh, Triton just joined.
Oh.
Hello there, Triton. Any insight on your race?
I guess not. Vicky actually
About to start as well in a minute.
So Vicky almost made a move there into turn 1, saw it on the time board, and Neth trying to make a move as well, but he again doesn't manage to make it stick. These guys are just fighting, but it's all like nothing's happening.
It's just a DRS train. I don't think there will be much changes on actual track positions besides the penalties.
No, I don't think so either. I think this is probably going to be... Oh my god. The finishing grid here, but we'll have to see. Furious only 2 tenths behind Larson here.
You said you're gonna go take a shower after this race?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, me too. I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
I need to go to the doctor tomorrow morning, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I need to shower in case it's if there's any attractive nurse, you know?
Yes.
Yes. Anyways, Hammer starting the last lap of the race. The race has been interesting.
Let's say.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Vicky also with DRS, but he's not really using any DRS here. He's not trying to gain on Legend here. I don't know. Maybe he knows something we don't. Neth as well, not able to do anything. And Jaws, there's a yellow flag sector 1. What is that? Is that Vicky? Does Vicky have a puncture?
Oh, no. Oh my god. He does.
Oh no, Vicky has a puncture. Or some
He
sort
has
of... What? Wait, what? Does he? No. He doesn't. What? Oh, Neth goes... Oh. Neth goes a bit off track there, and that's definitely not gonna... So
what happened to Vicky then?
I have no idea. He was just suddenly going very slow. Maybe he had a slight spin or something. Or a slide, but there's definitely cars all over the place here at the back.
And this gave Larson P3 right now, I think.
Yeah, this might be enough for Larson to get P3, for sure. I think if he can keep it within the track limits for now. But he's going to be smiling quite a lot, and there's a lot of cars here. No one's really... it's Hungary, you can't really make any moves anywhere. I was hoping for some last lap carnage. We sort of got it with Vicky, but yeah, so Hammer crosses line P1, Legend P2, Larson P3.
Yeah.
So that's
sorry to interrupt. I actually have a favor. Sorry, I have to do it on stream. But would you guys be able to join the lobby for Tier 1 and keep the stream going, and we just do these 2 streams together?
Then who commentates?
With you guys, I mean. I know. Yeah, I know you guys just did the whole race, but yeah, I don't think we have a Tier 1 thing going right now, so it's up.
I don't have time.
Me
I
neither.
have a project due in 4 hours.
Okay. Yeah. No, I was just asking. It's okay. No worries. No worries. I'll get it sorted. I'll get it sorted. Thanks, guys.
Right.
Thanks for streaming, though.
Alright. Yeah.
No worries.
That is. That is. Yeah, but this was the race.
Alright.
This
This
was
probably
the
one of the
race.
most cursed races we've had for a while. But yeah,
I mean,
8 finishers.
It was a one-of-a-kind experience.
That's for sure.
But yeah, you know, Kimmy, it was a pleasure doing this. As I said, we won't be doing interviews because, I mean, we're already starting so late, and
Yeah, no time for interviews here.
yeah, we don't have time because Tier 1 is going to start now as well. So, driver of the day, I think. Who do we want to give it to here?
Let's give it to Hammer. He had the incident in the pit lane and then he fought his way back.
Goran as well, though, getting a P4 starting 16th, I think.
Yeah, that's a pretty good comeback as well. Furious
I think
P6 at the end, actually.
I think Goran deserves it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Hungary at back, hard to overtake, so it should be on Goran.
Yeah,
but,
well, congratulations
I
to
think,
Goran.
on that note, I think we should end it here, considering the race is going to Tier 1 right now. So
Yeah, so
yeah.
thank you everyone for watching, and if Tier 1 is up, be sure to watch Tier 1. If not, be sure to watch ACC tomorrow,
replay of
starting at 7:30 CEST PM. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next one.
Yeah, bye-bye.